Okay. So we can't sell the parsnips. We can't sell the parsnips. Oh, we can't sell the parsnips. Okay. So that means we need to see how much money we can make just by the 12th. Well, I guess we start over. Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Geekerton back. We declared victory on our no watering can 1-year community center run, and now we are back and we had to think of new ideas. I thought to myself it'd be nice to have a farm that started with just a general like completionist farm. But one thing I was thinking about is how's the best way to get off to a good start with that? And what I concluded is that it's probably just, you know, make as much money as possible at the very beginning so that you can get strawberries, which are by far the most profitable crop of the summer for the first year. But in order to do that, we have to do a little bit of math. And what I have determined is that it's best to dump all your money into parsnips immediately. And then after you're done with the parsnips, then you can go into potatoes. There's a toss-up between potatoes and kale, but since potatoes have like a 1.2 chance of spawning an extra potato, it ends up winning out just by the slightest margin. But it does mean a little bit more work in terms of watering. In terms of like economic terms, it ends up being a cash flow problem. If you start with some higher priced crops before trying to get to the 13th with as much money as possible. So I'm going to try avoiding cash flow problems by starting with parsnips and then moving on to potatoes. We should have our final harvest on the 11th. And for this run, actually all I'm going to do is plant, water, plant, water, plant, water until we get to the egg festival, and then we'll figure out what we can do from there. Maybe we'll try looking at some more starts and seeing how those do. I've also been curious what the actual hard number is in terms of how much money can you actually make by the time the egg festival rolls around on the 13th. So we'll be figuring that out as well. And to keep things normalized, I guess, is the word, we're not going to be selling anything except for the crops that we grow until the 13th. It'll be an interesting time. So I projected around like 2,680 as the beginning number. So we'll see how close we get. We start with 40 parsnips when we include the 15 that are given to us by Mayor Lewis. Energy will probably be a problem on the first day just because we need to clear our farm, we need to plow, we need to water, and that will take up a significant amount of energy. If you've watched my previous video on the no watering can run, you might know that I do not like watering my crops. This is a painful sacrifice that we need to make in order for us to get those super efficient strawberries later on. Also for science. Alright, so even though we are not going to be selling anything, it would be nice to have some more energy lying about just in case we need it. Also, we can spend time clearing our farm in the meantime while we're waiting for our little experiment to grow. So I think I'll do that. I'll plant the seeds that I find while destroying these bushes in a different patch so that we don't get confused, and I won't sell them until we actually get our final numbers in. Let's look around for stuff to eat. Alright, so we're done with our crops pretty much. I'm gonna use the energy that I have right now, I guess more the time than anything, to clear my farm a little bit more, plant these mixed seeds in a separate patch. Then we'll go to bed. Alright, so we made ourselves a chest over here. We planted our mixed seeds, which we're not going to touch. It's just, you know, kind of nice to have. Make sure that we don't put them to waste. So that's day 1. Day 2 is going to involve a whole bunch of watering and not much else. Day 3 is going to rain, so that means no watering. Might just go straight to bed. So the other options that we have in terms of trying to get as much money as possible for strawberries is to either plant the 15 parsnips that we have and put the rest in potatoes, or sell the parsnips that we have and just go entirely potatoes. Planting the parsnips that we have and just going potatoes for the rest ends up being pretty comparable. It's only like 40 gold off according to how I did the math. But selling the parsnip seeds and going potatoes ends up being super unprofitable. Like, it's not worth it. Where there is profit, however, is the amount of time that it would take for you to take care of your crops. Watering is monotonous, and for somebody like me who is infinitely lazy, really don't like doing the watering, and the parsnips end up being a bit of a pain at the beginning, middle, and end of the game. And it makes more sense sometimes just to do the less profitable thing that's going to take less work, because there are fewer patches that you need to take care of. Alright, that's it for today. 8:50 a.m. going to bed. Luxurious life of a farmer. Okay, so it's raining today. We encountered our first crow. That will take away from the projections that I made just a little bit. So I'm going to clear my farm with the energy that I have. We really don't have to do anything though. Okay, out of energy. On to day 4. Got some foraging from all the trees we've been chopping down. We chopped down quite a number. This should be the last day that we need to water our parsnips. And thankfully, our crows decided to eat the crops from the left patch, which is the patch we are not counting from the mixed seeds. You go away. So more watering. Then we'll be on to day 5, where we'll have our first harvest. That was our last day of watering 40 crops of any sort. Every day I wish for rain and it never happens. Alright, parsnips. So we did get that quest of creating a parsnip. Also, there is a quest for when you create a scarecrow, which I won't have until tomorrow. Piers isn't open yet, so I'm just gonna get started on watering these. We need to water 28 or so spots for potatoes. After that, we'll be good to go. Alright, taking my talents over to South Beach, but taking my parsnips over to Pierre's. Bunch of daffodils that we aren't going to pick up. And so we are selling 3 plus 39 parsnips for a total of 14.98. Oh, we are so close to being able to get another potato, but alas, not enough. 29 potatoes. We could sell anything and get another, but we're not going to count it. Alright, potato planting time. All done. Time for bed. Now here comes the struggle. So many consecutive days of watering. Broken up only by the monotony. Ooh, rain. I love the rain. The crows again decided to have mercy on us by eating the crops on our left patch. I'm fairly sure that's super lucky. Alright, I've made a spot for my scarecrow right here. We have now an extra 100 gold. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna hold on to it. We could go back and plant 2 more potatoes, but that just seems like a lot of hassle. Nope, we're doing it. You're gonna go plant potatoes. For potatoes, today is the last day to plant them in order for us to be able to have them mature by the 12th, which is the day we would need for them to be mature, in order for us to make sure that we would have money for the day of the egg festival. I tried before to sell the crops at Pierre's while at the egg festival, and that does not work. I would discourage you from trying. It is a little sad, to say the least, when you have 13 days worth of parsnips and you aren't able to sell them at Pierre's. There are other ways that you could be getting money. So this is by far no means a perfect experiment to see how much we can make. We could be fishing, we could be at some point mining. We could just be talking to all the villagers and getting the introductions quest. We could be donating and selling the stuff that we get. We could be finding geodes and selling the stuff that we get from there. Endless ways that we could be making money. Foraging. You can even sell our wood if we wanted to. But in order to limit all of the other extraneous factors, we're going to end up just sticking with what we can immediately get from crops and the quests that are involved in taking care of them. Oops. Let me put that in the chest. I don't know what happens if you just leave crops inside the ground. Alright. I'll see you folks on the 12th. No reason to put you through this. This is boring enough for me. Ooh, another day of rain. Oh, I guess the 11th is the day when the potatoes are done. I guess I'll just take them. So at this point, we can't really sell anything at Pierre's and expect us to be able to have that money in those seeds available for the egg festival. So we're just gonna go about our day and go to bed. Level 2 farming. We have our sprinklers already. Okay. It's the 12th. We have all the potatoes that we're going to get. So we can just sell them. We'll have that money for the 13th so that we can see how many strawberries we can buy. Wow. Ended up with 3,108 strawberries. Or 3,108 gold. So that means when it comes down to it, we're going to be able to buy... I think the strawberries are 100 per seed, so we'll be able to buy 31 strawberries. And then we can get this farm started. I'll see you guys over there once the festival's actually started. We have to wait until 9. Alright, egg festival time. 13 days, Pierre. All I've wanted to do was this. 31 strawberries. Those will earn us an average profit of around 164 gold each. So 164 times 30... 4,800-ish. But since that's done, and we'll plant those strawberries once we get back home, it's time to beat some kids at egg hunting. Yeah, at egg hunting. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. You kids ain't got nothing. The tension is thick. His palms are sweaty. Oh, I missed one already. What? Oh, I might lose this. This is a disaster. Seven, 9. Is there another I can get to? Nope. Alright, let's hope 9 is enough to win. My only goal in life has ever been to beat kids at egg hunting. Right here, right here, right here, right here. Yeah, we did it. Well, that was fun. We now have a hat for the first time. I'm gonna plant these strawberries, water them, and then go to bed. If you have any suggestions on what else we could do to explore this game, optimal strategies, silly strategies, different challenges that we could put on ourselves, different restrictions, I'd be interested in hearing about it. Or anything. Just say that you're watching the videos and I'll be happy. Please. Is anyone out there? It's so dark. Alright, so that's going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Ends up being we can get a max of 31 strawberries. If we don't sell any extra stuff, if we don't grow any extra mix seeds or sell any of that stuff. And we only get the money that we get from crops and from the quests involved in taking care of crops. 31 strawberries seems to be where we max out at. If you have a better idea of how we can get more money by the Spring Egg Festival, I'd be interested to hear how you do it, given those limitations. Alright, thanks so much for watching. See you next time.